Imagine opening a customer support center, not with 10 agents, not with 100, not even with 10,000. Imagine opening a support center with infinite capacity. Every customer receives an answer immediately. Every inquiry is processed instantly. Every hour, every day, across every time zone on Earth, without shifts, without overtime, without sleep. Most people think AI chat systems answer questions. They don't. Questions are merely the surface layer. The real function is far more important. They absorb operational demand at scale. They transform uncertainty into process, confusion into resolution, and customer interactions into structured flows. This is not a communication business. It is a demand management business. And the operators who understand this distinction are quietly building the infrastructure layer of modern commerce. Today, we decode the blueprint behind the intelligent chat network, a system transforming conversation into scalable infrastructure.
To control a system, you must first understand its architecture. Most users believe chat platforms provide answers, but answers are only the visible output. Beneath the interface exists an entirely different machine. Layer 1, the intelligence layer, the system responsible for understanding language, intent, context, and user behavior. Layer 2, the knowledge layer, the databases, documentation, policies, and operational information. Layer 3, the resolution layer, the workflow that converts questions into outcomes. Most businesses focus on the conversation, but the conversation is not the product. The resolution is. Customers rarely care about chatting. They care about solving problems. The faster the resolution, the more valuable the infrastructure becomes. History repeatedly rewards systems that reduce friction, and customer support is friction, a cost center, a bottleneck, a point of operational drag. The moment friction becomes software, the economics begin to change.
Every successful business encounters the same paradox. Growth creates demand. Demand creates workload. Workload creates cost. This is the traditional scaling equation. More customers, more employees, more overhead, more complexity. But software changes the equation. A human support agent handles one conversation at a time. An intelligent support infrastructure handles thousands simultaneously. The difference is profound, not because the answers are better, but because the capacity is larger, much larger. The cost of serving additional customers begins to collapse, while revenue continues to expand. This creates operational asymmetry, a phenomenon where growth outpaces cost. And asymmetry is where leverage emerges, because leverage is not about working harder. It is about building systems capable of carrying more weight than their creators.
If support automation is becoming common, why do certain platforms continue growing stronger? The answer is integration. The moment a business connects its operations to a support system, something interesting happens. Data accumulates, workflows emerge, knowledge expands, processes adapt. Over time, the system becomes increasingly valuable, not because of the software itself, but because of everything built around it. The chatbot becomes the front desk, the guide, the onboarding assistant, the support representative, the information gateway. Eventually, removing the system becomes painful, and pain creates dependency. This is the hidden engine of recurring revenue. The strongest platforms are not merely useful, they become operational necessities, and necessities possess extraordinary staying power. Because businesses can replace tools, but replacing infrastructure is much harder.
This brings us to the blueprint. Most entrepreneurs believe they need advanced artificial intelligence expertise. They don't. The intelligence layer already exists. The opportunity lies above it. Identify industries with repetitive customer interactions: healthcare, education, legal services, property management, financial consulting, e-commerce. Then identify the questions that appear repeatedly: the support requests, the onboarding steps, the informational bottlenecks. Build workflows around those patterns, not around artificial intelligence, around operational efficiency. The customer does not care how intelligent the system is. The customer cares about receiving an answer quickly, accurately, reliably. The technology disappears, the outcome remains. And when outcomes become predictable, the infrastructure becomes indispensable. This is where leverage begins, not through conversation, but through control of the support gateway. The industrial economy scaled labor. The software economy scaled information. The artificial intelligence economy is beginning to scale service itself. Most people see chatbots. Most people see customer support. Most people see messaging interfaces. The architect sees infrastructure, a demand management layer, a resolution network, a scalable utility. The technology will improve. The responses will become more natural. The systems will become more intelligent. But the principle remains unchanged. The greatest fortunes are rarely built by answering questions. They are built by controlling the infrastructure that answers them. Most people solve problems. The architect distributes solutions. Most people manage conversations. The architect owns the network. Most people follow demand. The architect builds the gateway through which demand flows. This is Nexera, Decoding Systems, Architecting Wealth.